and welcome to our YouTube channel. Thank you so dearly for always supporting us. I really do appreciate. If today the first time you are coming across this wonderful family or you are seeing my face for the first time, I still remain Agatha Progress, bringing it to you back to back. Remember, we react to all videos and all opinion is highly needed. So just sit back and watch this video and I will be right back.
If you collected 150 million from federal government in whatever name and you are a bishop in Enugu State and in Biafra land, let me tell you, the money, that 150 million naira is not to help you. That 150 million is not to help your church. That 150 million is not for you to use to build schools. That 150 million is actually for you to betray Biafra people and to also contribute in bringing Reverend Father Mbaka down. Mbaka don't have knowledge of this. And I hope that people who are close to him will make him watch this video. Now, let me make some shocking revelation today for those who do not understand what is going on. I want to make this particular revelation for the very first time since the ordeal of Reverend Father Mbaka started. If you remember the day that the people of Adoration Ministry went to start protesting in Enugu State as they looked for Mbaka, they didn't find him. Do you know that on that day, a private jet was waiting at the airport to whisk Mbaka away to Abuja, where they are going to, where they were to interrogate him, humiliate him, and probably inject him with something. And it took the intervention of Biafrans in Enugu State to rescue Mbaka from the hand of the Bishop Onaga. Don't ask me how did we know this, because what you don't know is bigger than you. That day, a private jet was parking, waiting for Mbaka, and Bishop Onaga was aware of the fact that a private jet was waiting for Mbaka at the airport. Let me also make it very clear that when Mbaka was invited, because of the sensitivity of the proposed arrests of Mbaka, it was Bishop Onaga that were used to invite Mbaka. I do not need to go further to explain to you that the people of the Adoration Ministry and of course Biafrans in Enugu State besieged the residence of that Bishop Onaga, in case some people may have forgotten. They besieged the house and the residence of that Bishop Onaga, and a lot of things were destroyed. During this time, the people don't know what was going on. But I tell you, it was as a result of the resoluteness, bravery of the people of Enugu State that saved Father Mbaka. And let me tell you today, do not relent. Do not think that they have stopped and they are not going to come from Mbaka again. They are going to come from Mbaka. But what I am asking this evening from Bishop Onaga is to remove his hand before it is too late. You have collected 150 million. If the money was given to you to support you or support your ministry, you collect it and stay away. If the money was given to you so that you will continue to sabotage and betray Biafra struggle, including making sure that Mbaka do not speak again, return that money, because the money will destroy you. Tell Bishop Onagan that the money that was given to him will destroy him if it was actually for him to continue to betray Biafra struggle. So those of you who contacted me today, and I promise you that all I wanted to do now is to chip in something because I have promised Biafrans that I'm going to do this exposition. So it is going to be warning to him to stay clear for Biafra. And let me also warn Onaga, Bishop Onaga, for the very first time, that the way he is preaching to his congregation not to sit at home, it will be very disastrous. If anybody and if anything happened to any member of his church, he must be held completely responsible for it. Bishop Onaga should tell us his interest in Nigeria to the extent that he has made sit at home as a preaching subject to his congregation, convincing and telling people not to sit at home. In the next coming Sunday, in the next coming Monday, Biafra will continue to observe a complete lockdown as civil disobedience for Biafra referendum, as civil disobedience for demand of the release of Nnamdi and the entire Biafra people that are now political prisoners in different cell and facilities all over Nigeria. So my message this evening to Bishop Onaga is, one, to refrain from preaching to his congregation against the civil disobedience in Biafra land. Two, to stay away from anything that has to do with conniving with the DSS and the Nigeria state against Father Mbaka. Three, if the 150 million naira given to them is to sabotage Biafra struggle, they should return that money. But if the money was given to them for them to continue to develop their churches or build boreholes in Biafra land, they should continue to use that money to do that which they collected the money for. But if the action and the professionalism displayed by Aloy Ejimako and the verdict itself separate the two, we must acknowledge Aloy Ejimako for the job well done, but we don't need to acknowledge the verdict of that court. Now, you cannot be given sentence in a case, the invasion of our leader's home, killing of people in his home, and at the same time, the invasion of our leader's home and the killing of people in his home, the same time it took place was the same time the proscription of IPOB happened. Nigeria government have refused to come to court with indigenous people of Biafra to defend the proscription of Ipob. And you are charging the leader of Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, and the leader of Biafra for being a member of a proscribed group, while you have not come to present and represent yourself and defend the proscription of Ipob. The proscription of Ipob is not final. It is not final. When the case, the appeal is still in court since 2017 till date, the Nigeria government refused to come to court to defend the proscription of indigenous people of Biafra as terrorist organization. And here, in 2022, you are charging our leader as a member of a proscribed group. The proscription you have vehemently refused to defend in your own court, in Nigeria. Does that make sense? That is why I am telling you, Biafrans. You see, some of us joined this Biafra struggle for no other reason other than to make history in good faith. And the history we are going to continue to make. The reason why I am not happy with the verdict of Abia State is because of the injustice displayed in that verdict. Some of you, when you hear the proscription, when you hear the pronouncement of the judge that our leader did not jump bail, every Tom and Jerry knows that our leader did not jump bail. But we have more pressing issues. We have more fundamental pressing issues to handle. And the so-called DOS is not talking about it. They can't talk about it because they're already compromised. That is why entire Biafra must stop listening to them, taking order from them. Because these people have compromised completely. You can never hear them on Radio Biafra, except from now that I'm talking about it. You can never hear them on Radio Biafra discussing the proscription of indigenous people of Biafra and the reason why they must not bring it under any lawsuit or under any charges or under any indictment against our leader, because the case is not final. So how can you come and be charging our leader for being a member of a proscribed group, proscription that court have not decided, because the case is still in the appeal court of Nigeria? So you cannot come and have a half done something, and then you are already making case and building case and charging somebody against being a member of a proscribed group, where the case is still in court. You can't. It is not possible in law. The opportunity and possibility for that court, for that prescription to become law is void, because the appeal court have not decided. It will even go to Supreme Court, as the case may be. So how can you come now and be charging Nnamdi Kanu and for being member of a who proscribed Ipob? The Ipob proscription is not legal. It is not valid. That is my point here. If it is valid, the Nigerian government should go to court and defend the proscription of Ipob. That is why I am not happy with the outcome. Comparing to what happened to transpire to people, Sunday Igboho and the Abia State Court, it is injustice against our people. It is injustice against Mazi. The verdict of Abia State is injustice against our leader. Believe me. The only pronouncement is that he did not jump bail. We don't need court to know he didn't jump bail. We don't need court. We don't need court pronouncement to know he didn't. The only thing we need now is that we need to tell the Nigerian government, the prosecutor that is prosecuting our leader and saying you are a member of a proscribed group, we need to squash that particular argument, that particular indictment, that IPOB, according to Nigerian law, is not proscribed group until it undergo the prescription, undergo all legal remedies available. IPOB have not utilized the legal remedies available to them. And it is as a result of the Nigerian state knowing well that you can't proscribe organization that is fighting for the independent state of Biafra or for self-determination. So how can you then proscribe IPOB? They appealed. Somebody say you lost it. Please, I want you to come here and tell us, because don't run away. Don't run away. You have to come here and tell us whether the prescription of IPOB that is not yet final can be used in another court. The Nigeria state, the Nigeria government has been avoiding going to court to defend that particular pronouncement by a judge. It is in Nigeria court. So how can you, I don't know whether you are referring to me, Mr. Chidinaka or so, or you are responding to somebody else, I don't know. But if you are responding to somebody else, then disregard what I'm saying. But if you are responding to me, saying that what I'm saying is that I lost it, please come here and tell us what exactly you mean. Do you understand, from the context of law, from the eye of law, when you have a verdict against individual, against group, that group is given opportunity to either disagree by appealing that particular verdict, and when you, as the person taking as the prosecuting officer, refuse to come to defend the verdict against that particular group or against that particular person, that case can never be said to be legal, authentic. It is not final. It is not. You can't legalize it until the process goes through appeal, Supreme Court, and all legal remedies available are used. And then the final court will now give verdict that district court prescription stand. Then it becomes final. But for now, one court cannot prescribe IPOB. And you give IPOB the opportunity to appeal. And they appeal against the prescription. And you refuse to come to defend the prescription of IPOB. And today, it is part of the indictment against our leader. In the South Nigeria court, it doesn't happen. It is not possible. So, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that those people that are jubilating, those people that are shouting on Radio Biafra that this and that, you have lost it. What you should do now is to channel, all of us should channel our energy in hitting the Nigerian government to come to court and defend the prescription of IPOB in the appeal court in Nigeria. That is not happening. Since 2017. Since 2017, they have not come to tell the appeal court what made IPOB a terrorist organization. They have not done that. So you can't include IPOB as a terrorist organization in this present case until the appeal court and the Court of Appeal or Supreme Court of Nigeria confirm that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Biafra down. If we continue to observe sit at home and we are adding economic sanction, people will be compelled to discuss the political solution. The reason why these people are making this comment now, analysis now, is to tell you they are now informing the Nigerian viewers that because of Nnamdi Kanu, the entire Southeast was shut down 2 days. So for shutting down the entire Southeast for 2 days, it means that the government must solve this problem by bringing political solution. Now let me tell you, it also is part of this media perception that we are talking about. The pronouncement of that Abia State Court about the political solution was as a result of the media perception that the judge already have had. Okay? It is as a result of the media perception. Where did the judge get the political solution? From the media. Opinion of people. The judge already know that the Southeast leaders have been to Abuja. The judge already know that the discussion is ongoing and people, probably the larger majority of everybody, accept the political solution for Nnamdi Kanu to be released unconditionally, according to the Constitution. According to the Constitution that say release him because of public interest. So the judge have given that particular verdict in line with the public perception, the opinion of the public, and from social media. Okay? Now, another opinion is coming. Another opinion is coming, telling you Biafra is on lockdown for 2 days. Another opinion is telling by the time we go into economic sanction, opinion will also increase. The opinion will continue. Do you know now that the Biafra now they are banning internally generated revenue? Do you know the kind of problem it is for the internally generated revenue of Biafra land to be interrupted because of the case of Nnamdi Kanu? It is going to be a big hit. Okay? So I want you to listen to that. This man that analyzing this thing, and of course other people will follow it at the end of the day, it becomes the public, media perception. That is the reason why it is very important you understand to sit at home. I want you to listen to it again. Come here and use that their discussion and analysis to begin to prove our point. What I'm trying to prove to you this evening is that this DOS want to succeed in making Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant in the Southeast. And that's why the autopilot can never accept that. Our aim, the objective of the autopilot, is to make Nnamdi Kanu more relevant in the Southeast and the entire Biafra land than any other time. And for him to be relevant, he need you. We need you. For him to be relevant, you must be part of sit at home. For him to be relevant, we must enforce economic sanction, because it is only by doing that the discussion of political solution will come in. If you succeed in helping the DOS destroy the relevance of Nnamdi Kanu in the Southeast, problem is there. We can never allow that. Can you imagine that if it is not the autopilot and these people have succeeded in destroying the legacy of Nnamdi Kanu, including making him irrelevant in the Southeast and the entire Biafra land? Do you know by now what would they be talking about? Nothing. Even now, the sit at home of the sit at home for every court date, you will not even see them implemented. The reason why they have come to announce the 18th day sit at home, the court, was because of how resolute Biafra have taken the whole thing and how serious we have taken the whole thing. So they shamelessly come to Radio Biafra to announce 18th. Even when some of them were announcing to you that the court will not take place again. Okay? So we must make sure that we make Nnamdi Kanu relevant like never before, so that this public perception, this public opinion, this media trial will bring fruit. It will lead to the political solution. Nobody is against political solution. I am not against it. Only that what I am against is that it was very stupidly done. It was very ignorantly and idiotically done. You don't discuss solution one-sided. You discuss solution two-sided. Discuss with this person, discuss with the other person. The only problem I have with them was that they discussed the solution only within ourselves. We didn't get the opinion and the consent of the Fulanis. How can you do that? Nobody does that. No sensible person can do that. So that's my problem with the political solution. Nobody is against that. What we are after is to see Nnamdi Kanu released unconditional because he committed no crime. Okay? Now, I want you to listen to that again because started IPOB. I want to see you shout one big family. I want to see you shout I autopiloted IPOB that fight against criminalities in Biafra struggle. Now, For you don't know, if you do not know how the Fulani have destroyed Nigeria, if you do not know how the Fulani have rubbished everything that makes Nigeria a country, I want you to listen and watch this particular video. YouTube alone, within 1 hour, 7 minutes, 3,200 viewers on YouTube alone. On YouTube alone. And remember, we just have 13,000 viewers. Within 1 hour, 7 minutes, 13 good thousand, 70 viewers. 13.
This is really the feed of Simon Ekpa. This is what he knows how to do best. Anyways, God gave him a lot of talent, but in this aspect of exposure, this is the main target. And he is doing a great and marvelous job. So my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do well to like this video, share and subscribe if you haven't. I still remain Agatha Progress, bringing it to you live and direct. And if you have been enjoying all this, you haven't joined this family, hey, you are not doing us well, okay? Join this family and take us to the permanent site. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.